Hi everyone, I am Akash Umakant Biradar. In the learning process of Java, in today's topic, we will learn about thread scheduler and life cycle of thread. And also today's date is 15th of Jan 2022. Now, thread scheduler in Java. Thread scheduler in Java is the component of JVM that determines the execution order of multiple threads on a single processor CPU. It means the thread scheduler is a component of JVM and which determines the execution order of multiple threads. It decides the order in which thread should be run, and this process is called as thread scheduling in Java. When a system with a single processor executes a program having multiple threads, CPU executes only one single thread at a particular time. Other threads in the program wait in runnable state for getting the chance of execution on CPU, because at the time only one thread can get the chance to access the CPU. Uh, the thread scheduler selects a thread for the execution from runnable state, but there is no guarantee that which thread from runnable pool will be selected next to the run by the thread scheduler. Now, Java runtime system mainly uses two strategies. One is primitive scheduling, and second one is time slice scheduling. Now, primitive scheduling. This is scheduling is based on priority. There is scheduling known as priority based on descheduling. Priority based scheduling algorithm is used. In which thread scheduler decides the which thread should be run. Uh, in case more than two threads have same priority, then CPU allocates time slots for the thread execution on the basis of first come first serve. And the second one is time slice scheduling, in which the process of allocating time of threads is known as time slicing. Time slicing is based on non-priority scheduling. Under this scheduling, every running thread is executed for fixed time period. A currently running thread goes to runnable state when its time slice is elapsed, and another thread gets time slots by CPU execution. Now, life cycles of threads in Java. Life cycle of thread in Java is basically state transitions of threads that starts from its birth to ends on its date. When an instance of a thread is created and executed by a calling start method of a thread class, and then thread goes in a runnable state. Here, when you start the thread by t.start or thread.start, then automatically it goes in a runnable state, or automatically it calls the run method. When sleep or wait method is called by thread class, then the threads into a non-runnable state. From that non-runnable state or sleeping state, thread comes back to the runnable state, and it continues execution of statement when the thread comes out of run and dies. This state of transition is called as thread of life cycle. It means start, runnable state, and again non-runnable state, and again start, and then death. To work these threads in a program, it is important to identify thread state. So let's understand the thread state now. There are five thread states in Java. First one is new, the second one is runnable, the third one is running, fourth one is blocked or non-runnable state, and fifth one is dead. Now we get one by one. New. New state is also called as newborn state. When we create a thread object using thread class, then thread is born. It is known to be newborn state. That is when thread is born, it enters a new state, but start method has not been called yet. So on instance, In other words, thread object exists but it cannot execute any statement because only start method can execute the thread. The second one is runnable state. Runnable state means a thread is ready for execution. When the start method is called or thread.start is called, then new thread enters in a runnable state. Runnable state, thread is ready for execution and it is waiting for availability availability of processor. That is the it means that is thread join in the queue. That is on the way the thread scheduler decides it which thread should be run. The third one is running state. Running state means for allocated time slot thread should be executed. When thread scheduler selects a thread the runnable state for execution, it goes in a running state. Here when start method is called, it automatically goes to the runnable state or it automatically calls to the run method. In running state, processor gives the time to the thread for execution and execute its run method. And in run method, whatever will the job described, that will be executed. A thread can come into running state only from runnable state. Now when you call sleep method, then thread is goes for sleep for specific time period, and thread is out of queue during this time period. The thread again re-enters in runnable state as soon as the time period is over. Now when the thread is suspended by using suspend method, then for some time a suspended thread can be received by using resume method. Now the fourth state is non-runnable state or block state. A thread considered to be the block state when it is suspended or sleeping or waiting for some time in the order of satisfy the some condition. And the 51 is dead state. A thread dies or moves into the dead state automatically when its run method completes. Then execution of statement then execution of statement is done. That is, a thread is terminated or dead when the thread comes out of run method. A thread can also be dead when the stop method is called. Now, during the life cycle of thread in Java, a thread moves from one state to another state in variety of ways. This is because in multi-threading environment, when a multiple threads are executing, only one thread can be used at a time. All other threads live in some other state, either in waiting or in ready state or in dead state, whatever. Therefore, a thread is always in 5 state, in above 5 state. Thank you.